Watch the chaos unfold as Travis Scott and Tyga's pal Alexander A.E. Edwards clash at Cannes. Models go flying in this explosive altercation, capturing the attention of everyone at the event. Dive into the drama and see what sparked this intense showdown and more. Travis Scott and Tyga's pal Alexander A.E. Edwards were throwing punches at each other at Richie Akiva's annual The After party in Cannes, France last month, nearly injuring a bevy of beauties. Models were flying everywhere in the melee, a source tells Page 6 exclusively. Someone got hit with an ice bucket. It is revealed that the brawl broke out at around 5 a.m. when Scott and Tyga happened to be at the DJ booth around the same time. A separate source tells Page 6 that when Akiva took the mic to shout out Tyga and Edwards, saying, "We got T-Raw and AE in the house," the sicko mode rapper did not like the kind gesture. They said at that point Scott allegedly snatched the mic out of the party host's hand, prompting Edwards to tell the Goosebumps rapper, "Let him show love." Travis was the aggressor, a source claims. He and his team were being neurotic, erratic, and crazy. He was there looking for a fight with anyone, to be honest. Although Scott and Tyga have bad blood given that they both dated Kylie Jenner, they said the altercation was not about the Kardashian star. The history is there, but it's not like that's necessarily what was the cause of this fight, an insider says before admitting that there is long-standing tension between the two men because of their shared ex. They said that Scott became further enraged and allegedly told Tyga's security, "Y'all N-word wanna die?" A source claims that as Edwards tried to de-escalate the situation, Scott returned with his producer friend Southside for backup. Southside then allegedly pushed Edwards, prompting him to allegedly drag Scott across the stage, eventually throwing the father of two off of it. AE and Tyga's assistant began to beat up Travis, an eyewitness further claims. Multiple sources claim that Tyga himself did not appear to actually throw any punches at Scott, as one insider saw the Rack City rapper off to the side by the DJ booth during the argument. A second source adds that Tyga was just chill the entire time. The video shows Scott and Southside brawling with Edwards on stage, while fellow partygoers stare in shock. However, it has been revealed that the security was eventually able to break up the scuffle, and everyone continued to party at the historic French estate, Domaine La Delecta, as if nothing happened. It is also said that Scott and Southside ran to their cars, while Tyga, Edwards, and their pals stayed at the French Fete. The party went until about 9 a.m., but it was beginning to wind down during the incident, a source says. The fight went on for a pretty long time before security got in. Someone cut the music and finally calmed everything down. A separate insider highlights that no one was seriously hurt in the argument. The annual party, which Badius also co-hosted this year, featured DJ sets by Zach Bia, Ruckus with a special Diplo pop-up, Chase B, DJ Cruz, Ramsey, and Hail Zero. We're informed that around 2 a.m., just a few hours before the big fight, Amphar Gala headliner Cher, who is dating Edwards, brought the house down with a standing ovation. Kylie's sister Kendall Jenner's 818 tequila was featured, and the party, presented by Mantra, was powered by Rep Bets and 71. However, this is not the first time Travis Scott has been involved in a fight with another celebrity. Celebs who can't stand Travis Scott. 1. Meek Mill. There's clearly no love lost between Travis Scott and Meek Mill. They have plenty in common. Both are successful rappers who have had high-profile relationships, Meek and Nicki Minaj, Scott and Kylie Jenner. However, those similarities weren't enough to keep the peace here. These two got into what could have pretty easily turned into a serious confrontation when they were caught on camera engaging in a verbal fight. The footage was shared by Page 6 in July 2021, with the site claiming the altercation went down while both were attending a 4th of July party. It's still not exactly clear what the two were feuding about, though Mill did raise some eyebrows in 2018 when he didn't exactly react well to the news that Scott would be performing at the Super Bowl. Meek tweeted, "For what?" But the post has since been erased. He appeared to suggest his issue was more with the NFL after several stars turned down the gig, adding in another since-deleted message on Twitter, "And don't get it twisted, I f*** you with Travis too." Exactly what went down between these two outspoken rappers that escalated so much is still anyone's guess. 2. Tory Lanez. Come on down, Tory Lanez. The controversial rapper is yet another in a long line of hip-hop stars who have taken issue with Travis Scott, and their spat almost manifested into a physical altercation. World star hip-hop shared a clip on Instagram in 2018 of things getting heated between the two, but the video was reportedly filmed in 2016 at the Mala Luna Festival. It shows the duo exchanging less than pleasant words, with Lanez telling Scott, in part, "I said what I said. If you felt a way, and you want to handle it the way you want to handle it." As for exactly what caused this encounter, we're not sure. Things appeared to come to a head when Lanez threw a little shade after a fan suggested he sounded like Scott while featuring on the Meek Mill track Liddy. In response, Tory Lanez wrote in a since-deleted tweet, "I can't sound like somebody I wrote for," via XXL. Lanez also addressed all the drama on the song Hate to Say, where he appeared to apologize for their disagreement. "Me and Travis Scott almost fought at the Mala Luna. We both agreed shortly after that it was music we possibly could be doing that's bigger than trying to ruin it. So my apologies. Just forgive me for doing it," the lyrics read. 3. Tommy Lee. So, Tommy Lee isn't the biggest fan of Travis Scott or his staging, apparently. The Mötley Crüe star, whose personal life has been just as high profile as his career. We're looking at you, Pamela Anderson, took to Instagram in November 2018 to slam Scott for concert staging that was similar to his own. Tommy Lee shared a video of Travis Scott being sent upside down inside a large silver ring during one of his Astroworld sets, alongside an older clip of Lee drumming upside down. "Just found out this idiot, a Travis Scott, or someone on his team ripped off the 360 and the Crucifix. WTF?" Lee claimed in the caption of the upload. He cautioned Scott, "Get an original idea, bro." Kourtney Kardashian's now husband weighed in when Tommy Lee told fans that Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker was not the original flipped drummer. On Twitter, Barker pointed out that both himself and Lee were influenced by Buddy Rich, who Barker said played the drums upside down first, although Jack Valentine may have been the first. Lee responded, "I've never said I was the first to play drums upside down. What I'm saying is I've since then created the inconceivable roller coaster drums, etc." While Barker and Lee maintained the drummer love throughout their discussion, Lee ended his tweet with a subtle dig at Travis Scott. "You know who I'm talking about. That we do." 4. Nicki Minaj. Hold on tight for this one, as there's a lot to go over. Nicki Minaj and Travis Scott have a pretty rocky history, with their drama boiling over in August 2018 when Scott's Astroworld blocked Minaj's Queen from the top of Billboard's Top 200 album chart. The albums were pretty much on par with physical sales, but streaming figures cinched the top spot for Scott the second week running. And Minaj really didn't like that. "I put my blood, sweat, and tears in writing a dope album only for Travis Scott to have Kylie Jenner post a tour pass telling PPL to come see her and Stormy. LOL," she tweeted, suggesting Scott's merchandise and tour bundles were unfair. She then shared a screenshot of one of Jenner's album posts, along with another rant. But Minaj wasn't done there. She also called out Scott on her Apple Music Queen radio show that same month, saying, "What we're not gonna do is have this auto-tune man coming up here selling f***ing sweaters and telling y'all he sold 500,000 fucking albums, cause he didn't." She later added, "Someone comes and sells a tour pass that has nothing to do with his fucking music and says that he sold more than Nicki Minaj and Kanye West and Nas. No, the fuck you didn't. Keep it the fuck real. I know I'm that bot. I know I'm number one.